welcome to Bad Assets.
Yay!
Yeah, there it is. We're gonna get it. Bunkers and Badass podcast. Just kind of set the stage. We'll run through our characters. So why don't we just say who our character is, what the archetype, and what the class is, and give us a little fact about your character. We'll go ahead and start with Ashley.
All right, my character's name is Dove. As we stated in the last episode, she has a companion who is a hawk named Duck Norris. She is an elementalist for her archetype, and her class is a hunter. And you'll find out more later, but I'll like to share that she likes to be outside in the woods, and that'll lead into some stuff later on.
Awesome. Brian.
All right, so I play the character Bruno Albero. He's an elementalist, and the class is Siren, with an emphasis on the phase lock ability. A badass fact about him is that he is a tiefling from the planet Giuseppe 5.
That's great name.
Amazing.
That implies that there's Giuseppe 1 through 4.
Yes, I'm very interested.
Think of it like in order of solar system stuff like that. So if you just got like your Giuseppe system, then you're lazy. You just name Giuseppe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on the distance away the planet is in order.
This guy astronomies.
If you know anything about Borderlands, you know that they're, for sure, if they're in that world and they're naming planets, they're definitely lazy about it. So like, well, that one looks like about the fifth one. But yeah, up next, Davey.
Hi, I'm Davey. I play Hermes Flay Guildblock. He is a guardian necromancer, and his badass fact is that his favorite color is the color of creme brulee. Never had creme brulee. It sounds good, though.
That's all right.
Creme brulee is very good.
It's more a toy than a food, right? Like, it's more fun to play with than it is to eat. Like,
You get to crack it.
Like crab?
Sure, yeah.
I think that's more satisfying, but...
Up next, Julia.
I'm Julia, and I play Penumbra, and I'm an Enforcer Gunzerker. Penumbra's badass fact is that he was born during an eclipse, which is actually how he picked his name, because his other name sucks ass. Because a Penumbra is the shadows that are cast during an eclipse, so he's obviously, the weirdo that just creeps in the shadows. Doesn't say much.
This guy also astronomies.
Does anyone want to do a guess of what Penumbra's real name is? And he will have to tell you if that's right or wrong.
Pennywise.
No.
All right, well, we'll check back with that next time.
Damn. That was quick.
It's going to be a slow burn. It's going to be real.
This is fun. And I'm Jay. I play the Nomad, who is an Enforcer Berserker. And fun fact about me, not a big fan of birds. Character in general. I like birds.
You will be.
Uh-oh.
We'll see about that. See. And then last but not least, of course, our illustrious BM. Of course, that stands for Bunker Master. You can disgusting little dirty weirdos. Ian.
Yeah, I'm the Bunker Master. I control everything else that happens in this game, or at least attempt to. And a badass fact about me is that I removed one of my child's teeth today. It was loose, and she asked me to do it. I will clarify.
You didn't just punch it out of her mouth. That's nice of you.
No, that's not. I wasn't saying that. But she has one less tooth now because of me.
Threat taken. Got it.
No, you misheard. You're going to give me the tooth.
So the last time we saw our heroes, it's a little bit unknown whether they're heroes at this point. The last time we saw these vault hunters, they had just arrived on the shores of Flamerock Refuge and encountered some skeletons trying to steal everything they had along with their lives. They made very quick work of them with wrestling moves and batting practice and electric rifles. They move on to the gate where they met a fellow called Mr. Bony Pants Guy. So let's get into the adventure.
I don't know about you guys, but Mr. Bony Pants Guy, can't make heads or tails of him. I can't tell if he's good or bad.
He has a tail?
No, he has a toupee.
I get why you said that.
Let's not mince words. You see across from you a kind of short skeleton with a toupee and sunglasses with red lenses. Also appears to be slightly on fire. Around the bushes, you see some more fiery skeletons and some more of those damned archers that you love so much. And then behind them is the gate to Flamerock, which they have kept closed. You assume that they will open it once the coast is clear and you announce yourself as not skeletons. But to do that, first you have to get past this roadblock. In front of the gate. In front of one of the walls of the gate, you see what you know as a brew cauldron.
Okay, yeah.
For those who can afford it, death isn't necessarily the end, and you can respawn should the worst happen. But it's a little bit traumatic every time, so anytime you die, you will definitely get a trauma, as well as you will lose some of your hard-earned gold.
That's called foreshadowing, kids.
All right, so hear me out. I kind of want that toupee, and I know Bruno's really good at talking. Maybe we can just talk our way out of this? Maybe we don't have to punch these skeletons to death? I don't know.
Me and Michi, toupee would not be good for you. It is not good for any, especially the skeleton. I mean, look at it. It is awful.
Have you ever tried to talk a man with a toupee off a cliff?
He screams at you, I don't give a fuck what you think. This toupees are coming back. They're in style.
All right, he sounds pissed. We might have to punch him to death.
Toupees will never come back. I hate to break it to you.
Fuck you, fight me.
I believe that's what we intend to do.
This is where everyone rolls initiative.
Yeah! Oh, damn it. The Nomad rolled a 4.
Oh, hey. Penumbra rolled a 22.
Dove rolled a 7.
Bruno rolled a 13.
Hermes rolled a 21.
And Mr. Bony Pants Guy, in all of his rage, the enemies have a 14 for their initiative. So anyone who has higher than or equal to a 14 will get to go first. In this case, that is Penumbra and Hermes. Penumbra, what would you like to do?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna shoot him with my relentless sidearm.
You moved up 4 squares, and now you are aiming directly at Mr. Bony Pants Guy.
Yes.
If he could foam at the mouth, he would be.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So your gun jams, which means you must take a reload action instead of your attack happening. Otherwise, no ill effects. But your relentless sidearm, it relented.
Right.
How does Penumbra react to the gun jamming?
I mean, it jams and obviously just goes, "Oh, fuck." It almost throws it on the ground, but then remembers he probably is going to need it soon. So we just kind of tries to deal with it and act all cool like he didn't just fuck up.
Excellent. So next up is Hermes.
Yeah, speaking of fuck-ups, I'll go next. And we're gonna huck a grenade down at these 3 over here.
Okay, so you move up. You are about 3 or 4 squares away from the group of 2 fiery skeletons and a hostile skeleton archer. That's just his adjective. He's hostile.
He sounds hostile.
They're all hostile.
Well, that one's more logical than hostile, but yeah.
Hey, fuck you, said the hostile one.
I'm like, no, fuck you!
He yells at you, what's your name?
My name's Hermes.
Fuck you, Hermes.
Hey, what's your name?
Archer.
Fuck you, Archer.
Ah!
I get that reference.
Yeah, so you have... What does your grenade do?
It's a transfusion grenade. So gain health equal to damage dealt. It's a 1d8.
Okay, so you'll deal 1d8 damage. And which square are you targeting? Are you targeting...
I think we'll target this one and just blast everybody.
Oh, that's the hostile one. That's the one that's farthest away.
Oh, well, fuck that guy. Yeah, I'm throwing a grenade at him.
Okay, great. So go ahead and roll. What's your damage mod? You have to roll an accuracy check. So because you are more than 2 squares away, you can't just huck it as hard as you can and know that it's going to hit the target. Go ahead and click on your accuracy to make an accuracy roll.
I reckon I hit it.
Oh, yeah.
22 will definitely get you there. You need a 13 or higher. So laser focused right on the hostile skeleton archer. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that'd be 1d8. Oh, come on.
So you threw it with all of your might, and you beamed him. If he had a nose, you would have given him a nosebleed. But he does not have a nose, so instead he's just like, ah, fuck! What the fuck? You throw something at me?
Yeah, turd.
It didn't even explode. It just hit him with a baseball in the face.
Ow!
Baseball's my favorite sport.
And the fiery skeletons feel no ill effects of this at all because it did not go off.
Yeah, because it was a goddamn firework. Can I still shoot at him?
Yes.
Cool. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll use Blast Furnace at him.
Which one specifically were you aiming at?
The archer. Since the grenade didn't go off, I have to maintain face of some sort.
It's personal now.
So you got an 18. You get 3 hits and 1 crit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So 16?
That's not bad. So you deal a total of 10 regular damage, 4 crit damage, and an additional 2 damage. So you do 16 damage total. This is where I figure out if I can do math. The archer's hurt. He's not piping up as much anymore. He's got no comeback to that currently. You've effectively silenced him.
Good.
For the moment.
All right, I think that ends my turn. I'll go ahead and pass.
Hey, Julia here. We know you love listening to the show, so why not follow us? Check us out on Twitter at BadassThat'sPod. Catch us on Instagram at FunBalanced, or catch the video version of the show on YouTube. Again, thanks for the support. Enjoy the show and tell your friends.
You know who you haven't silenced though? Mr. Bony Pants Guy. Hey, motherfuckers!
Hi, Mr. Bony Pants Guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up?
Yes.
You talking shit?
No.
He comes rushing up to you directly next to Hermes and takes his mace, his spiked mace, and he smashes you with it. Or I guess the term would be bashes you with it. Let's see how his attack gets on. So he rolled an 11 for the attack, which is plus 2 damage. So he's actually going to be dealing 1d10 plus 7 damage.
Okay.
12 damage directly to Hermes from the mace.
Taking 12.
We really got the big wind up, and he's like, and fuck!
Yeah. This dude baseballs.
But that is it for Mr. Bony Pants. Next up, the hostile skeleton is going to stay where he is, because he definitely doesn't want to get closer to you, because you just hit him real hard. He's going to take aim at Hermes. He's within 3 to 7 squares away. We also have the insightful skeleton archer here on the left-hand side. He's going to move up a little bit through the bushes, closer to Penumbra, but not too close, it turns out, and is also going to take aim. No attacks yet. The weak-willed skeleton archer moved 3 spaces down into the bushes to take aim at Bruno, who has done nothing yet, but is still drawing their ire. The fiery skeletons are going to do fiery skeleton things. They can move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Hermes. The petulant fiery skeleton. So it's a very fancy word for that fiery skeleton. It's going to deal a fiery slash. It's going to just a normal fiery slash. So don't worry, it's fine. It's only 2d6 plus 2 incendiary damage. So 8 more damage for Hermes.
Jeez, oh Pete.
How's it looking over there?
My shield's about gone.
So, not terrible. Well, I have bad news. Here comes the illogical fiery skeleton.
Oh, lovely.
I understand logic would probably dictate that they probably split up some of their damage, but he's illogical, so he's also going to slash at you and not worry about anyone else.
Following the lead of the other one.
He got a -2 for his attack on you, though. So his attack fails.
He stabs himself.
It gave him shield somehow.
He goes to slash at you, and he's just like, no, that's too easy. He's actually going to slash at the petulant fiery skeleton instead.
That is illogical.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it? I don't know. This fiery skeleton takes 10 damage.
Jesus
Jeez.
Christ.
And it's just like,
Glad
what
that
the
didn't
fuck?
hit me.
Hey!
What the hell, man? Same team. Friendly fire's on.
All right, but that is it for them. So, Bruno, it is on you.
Sensing my newfound friend Hermes is in danger, I move over to here and I phase lock Mr. Bony Pants.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so Mr. Bony Pants Guy, being a boss, is immune to your phase lock, but that means something special for your phase lock, doesn't it?
Yes, he does. He takes 3d6 cryo damage for the next 2 turns, and his movement is limited to just 1 space.
So he can't attack anyone else. He just has to keep attacking Hermes. Perfect.
Alright. Alright, I'll roll that.
There you go. 3d6. You got 10 total damage to Mr. Bony Pants Guy. It is cryo damage. He is slowed, which means obviously he can only move 1 square. If you deal cryo damage again, which he will take next turn, he will end up being frozen, which means he can't move at all. All right, is that it for your turn? You walk up and try and bubble him. He has a little smug look on his face for a second, but then the cryo damage starts to seep through, and he's like, "Ah!"
I believe that Toupée has made you a little too hot-headed. It's time to chill out.
God.
That was terrible.
On that note,
Some things never change.
I'm just glad the pun door is open.
we go to Dove.
All right. Duck Norris and I are going to move northwest 4 spots. Duck Norris is going to come up here with me, and we are going to aim at the weak-willed skeleton archer. And really, I want to aim in that line of fire right there, since they're all 3 lined up, and blast them with my sniper. So let's just see how much damage we can do.
I will say I'll say right now, if you end up getting a crit, that it will definitely at least go through the first one to the second.
Yes. And I get my, wait, am I within 3? So I don't get my +3. Can I back it up 1 and then I should get my +3?
Yeah.
All right. Now I get my +3. It's not a crit, is it?
No, it doesn't have a crit.
I got a 9 though. We hit.
Yeah, 2 hits.
So let's roll damage. 10.
10 shock damage to the weak-willed skeleton. He is weak of will, but his bones are a decent amount of hardy.
All right. Well, I want Duck Norris wants a shot by himself.
All right.
So
Is he taking out his sniper?
yeah, he's got his own sniper. It's got his claws. So Duck Norris is going to fly up next to him, and he's going to use his claws to swipe at an adjacent target, dealing 1d4 plus 1 damage.
Okay. So Duck Norris swoops in and deals, in the damage world, what is known as insult to injury. Not a lot more damage, but just enough to be like, really? More?
Alright, and he's gonna fly back by me.
That's exactly why I'm not a fan of them, you know?
The weak-willed skeleton is on the fence about just leaving the skeleton life behind. Just so you know. He's weak-willed, he's taking some damage. He could be convinced.
He needs to leave it behind. It's not for him. Skeleton life is not for him.
Is that it?
Yep, Duck Norris came back beside me, and we're done for now.
All right. Last but not least, the Nomad.
So, I of course see throw on here.
Uh-huh.
What can I throw? What's off limits?
If you're thinking of get help, I'm not up for it.
No, that's a different game. So obviously, I want to move forward,
Okay.
and if I can throw a human, that'd be pretty cool. I was thinking almost like running start from like where I was to here, and just kind of like pouncing him out of the square. I don't know if that counts as a throw.
I mean, it's a melee attack for sure, because I don't know that you're throwing him. This feels like a clothesline, right? Like you're just trying to, or a lariat, you know?
I really want to push him back. That's more than one if possible.
Okay, so we'll let you do a melee attack, and then if you get, I don't know, let's say 15 or above. If you get above 10, he'll move 1 square. 15 or above, he'll move 2 squares.
Okay.
But I don't think it'll do full damage. I think depending on how far he moves, it'll do some amount of damage. Because you're not like punching him. You're not like dealing punch damage. You're just, it's like a shove.
Yeah, almost like a shoulder check just into it.
Yeah. So go ahead and do the melee attack, and we'll see.
Just a regular melee attack with no extras at all.
I mean, I think if you want to call that a wrestling move, we can give you the +5. But
I'll do it.
so your total is a 20.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna move him 2 spaces and deal some damage. Go ahead and roll damage, and I'll see. You'll say we'll do half damage.
Okay.
Fucking still though. So you're gonna do half of 32, which, as we all know,
16.
is 16. Yes, we all knew that.
I didn't know that.
And Mr. Bony Pants Guy is shoved 2 squares backwards. And he lands on his mace awkwardly.
Nice.
That is sharp. I hit people with this.
I'll just move 1 square forward. I'll just say I hit him
Your momentum
in his
carried
spot.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
All right.
Nice to have some backup.
If that was another pun, I swear.
Was it?
Well, I don't think he's getting back up.
There we go. Okay. All right. Penumbra, go, please.
Yeah.
Number.
So I'm gonna try and do a badass move, see if anyone, wants to do anything with me. Anyone at all.
I'm listening.
My ears are open.
Everyone's available.
So I'm
Stop the
gonna
order.
come up and I'm gonna run up 2 spaces right next to him, and then I'm going to do a sidewalk slam. Oh wait, no, he's already down, isn't he?
You can pick him up.
Yeah. I mean, he's light enough. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like help him up a little bit more, and then just sidewalk slam him back down.
And for those of us at home who don't know what that is,
Yeah, I'm Googling.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Google
you like
it.
reach around his torso with one arm, and then you take your other arm under the legs, and then you lift him up off of the ground and bring him back down onto the ground. Like, yeah, I'm doing it in front of the computer, but obviously you can't see me.
Oh, I see. So you like foist him onto your shoulder and then just drive his back into the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
At the same time, I want to jump in on this. I want to leg drop him when he's going down.
Okay.
I think that could be funny.
It's a real tag team maneuver.
Yeah.
So would anyone else like to join in to help kind of what's going on, or is this a tag team? Is this the tag team partners?
Sounds like the tag team we've been waiting for.
Jay, if you want, you could jump off of Hermes's back, like get a little bit more height.
Oh, that could be fun. Yeah.
I'm not much of a wrestler, but I'm a good step stool.
A step up. That's quite a distance to cover, too. That's funny.
It's solid.
Leap 2 squares. All right. Yep, let's do it.
Well, let me set the stage. So you moved and you are attempting a melee maneuver in sync now with the Nomad's melee maneuver. You're both going to get your +5s to this because this is definitely a wrestling move. And then Hermes is allowing the Nomad to leap off of his backpack, right? Like kind of just like step and then jump to get the extra distance. Okay, this doesn't seem too terribly difficult for anyone involved. So I'm going to say this is like, I've had 6 to that. So a 16, really? For 3 people? That seems pretty good odds.
I like those numbers. That's a big number.
So Penumbra got a 20, Hermes with a 13, and Nomad with a 26. Absolutely, this works. And I'm gonna say that on your way over, Nomad, you are going to deal damage to the illogical fiery skeleton, because he's gonna be in your way. So whatever damage you
as
do,
I'm lifting my leg, I kick him in his head.
yeah, you get a good knee strike on the way up, and then you come down with a leg drop. So let's have, I guess, Nomad. Let's deal some damage.
All right. I'm just hitting my normal, like, beefy melee with +5.
Yeah.
And it rolled a 13.
You're gonna deal 13 damage to the fiery skeleton, the illogical fiery skeleton. Math. And then you're going to come down. You're gonna end up being like the square forward, right? You're gonna end up there.
Yeah.
And you're going to deal another 13 damage to the like neck and chest area of Mr. Bony Pants Guy. But Penumbra, go ahead and roll your melee damage.
And then I roll damage.
Yup.
Yeah, so you got a 29, because you got a 20. Wait, you got a natural 20, +4, plus your 5. So you got a total of 29. You got a crit, and you're rolling double damage. Go ahead.
It doesn't get any higher than that.
No, it does not.
See you in hell, you little bastard.
Oh,
So-
God.
Good night.
38 damage from Penumbra, 13 from the Nomad. I don't want to do math. Someone math that
51.
for me. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh god, now I actually have to do math. So, Nomad comes down on his neck. Penumbra slams his spine, which is exposed because he's a skeleton, into the ground. And he takes a massive amount of damage. And he is just laying there. Like, oh! Oh, my bones. Oh my god.
I'm just sitting with my leg on its neck.
Fucking hate you.
Holy shit. You're still alive?
I guess!
Damn, that was badass.
Penumbra gets 4 badass tokens. Nomad and Hermes, you each get 2 badass tokens.
Hell yeah.
And if that's
Well,
it
that was
for
my turn.
Penumbra,
It's an awesome turn.
Hermes, you would be next, but you assisted in the badass move, so that will count as your turn. Except because of how awesome that move was, I'm gonna say you get your movement for this turn.
Okay, cool.
Because you sort of sacrificed yourself for them to do a whole lot of cool shit. So I will just say that as he leaps off you, you kind of make a run for it, but in a brave way.
Yeah, we're gonna dart over here.
like he was in a sprinter stance or a runner stance.
Be with everybody else. Flanking, looking super cool, badass pose. This is good.
Chef hat. What's awesome?
So Mr. Bony Pants Guy is going to get up, but that's literally all he can do. Because he has one movement, and he's going to use that movement to get up off the ground. And be like, oh, you just wait. You just fucking wait.
For you to catch your breath.
I don't have lungs! But yes! The illogical fiery skeleton, against all odds, is going to attack the Nomad with a fiery slash.
My friend, you live up to your name. That is very illogical. I would not recommend it.
Got a 17 though, so it's gonna do +4 damage. So 2d6 plus 6 damage to the Nomad. 16
Woof.
damage.
Not bad. Not
Fiery
bad.
damage. The petulant fiery skeleton is a little bit, he's a bit over everything that's going on in that general circle, so he's gonna move down here and do a fiery slash to Bruno. He doesn't want to be caught up in any extra damage for being next to Mr. Bony Pants Guy like the logical skeleton got. So we got a 3, so it's just normal ass damage. 7 damage to Bruno. The hostile skeleton is going to move, and it can't fire at who it was going to fire at. Well, maybe it can. Yes, it can. Never mind. It's going to fire since it was aimed at Hermes. Hermes didn't get necessarily far enough away. Let's see what they roll. Never mind.
Gained some shield back with a -2.
They got a -2 total, so instead the arrow just goes flying off and into Flamerock Refuge somewhere.
Someone in the distance.
My
Ah!
cabbages!
My leg!
This happens far too often.
The weak-willed skeleton archer, it is going to take aim at Dove as you attacked it.
No.
No fire, just take aim. The albino fiery skeleton is going to go 1, 2, 3. Going to come over, escape the bushes for a moment to make a slash at Dove. See how this goes. Just normal. The Dove takes 8 incendiary damage. And the insightful skeleton archer is going to notice Hermes encroaching and take aim, but no fire this round. And that's it for them. A little bit of damage, a lot of nothing. Bruno, it's on you.
So, Mr. Bony Pants takes another round of cryo damage because that goes for 2 turns.
He does. And unfortunately, he's now frozen, which means he can't move, and he doesn't get an action on his next turn.
He's having a rough day.
It's
Yeah.
about to get worse.
And he still gets the 3d6 damage,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, alright.
that definitely happens. He is picked himself up off the ground, and then like from his feet, the cryo damage starts creeping up again. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding?" And like one of his legs falls off and like crumples. So he's just like, he's literally hobbling. He's like hopping on one foot. God, this has not gone my way. All I wanted was to fucking steal things from people and kill them, and you gotta have heroes out here. Just like we can just, I can just walk away. I can walk away. Just let me in Flamerock. That's all I want. So I can kill people in there.
I think you'd need crutches to walk away.
Hey man, fuck you.
I would stow the hero thing. Like, start throwing that around. People start expecting things. You know what I mean?
I no longer think that walking is an option for you, my friend.
Listen, we're very focused on the walking part of the walking away and not the I get to live part. Can we focus on that part?
Oh yeah, no, that's not possible.
But you are a skeleton. You are not alive.
All right, just you're all sounding like the petulant fiery skeleton over there. You fucking verbiage and shit. Don't word police me.
All right.
And that's it. That's all he's doing. He's just complaining.
As he does. Alright, so Bruno will move up to here, and he will fire back at the petulant fiery skeleton
Okay.
with his flare gun.
So you move up closer to Nomad. You leave the fiery skeleton behind, and then you turn around and fire on it while it's at a distance.
Exactly.
Great.
So for 2 hits, for 5 fire damage on the fiery skeleton.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily notice. It's just like, ooh, something's a little bit hotter. It's a little warm right now. What happened?
Perhaps I should have aimed at the illogical one. Fire damage on the illogical fire skeleton may have done more.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. Now, Dove.
So, since he decided to attack me, I'm gonna go ahead and attack the albino fiery skeleton. But I'm going to back up to here to increase to get my +3 with
Okay.
my sniper.
All right. So you step back a couple of spaces.
And we got
Go
15.
ahead and roll your 2 hits.
Ugh,
Oh.
for real. So we only rolled a 4.
So 4 damage, shock damage. All right. So they notice a little bit of a lightning spark in front of them, but they're not worried. They're like, nah, I'm seeing worse. Also, it's hot out. Why am I outside?
Duck Norris is gonna fly back up here and take his hit while he can, since he's close enough. He's still only got claws, so we're gonna go ahead and go with claws again.
All right. So Duck Norris flies in, deals 2 more damage.
So we've done 6 damage as a team.
Pretty good. Good job.
Is he looking any worse for wear?
I mean, a little. He seems more annoyed at the sun than at the damage that you've dealt so far. But
Alrighty then. Well, we're done.
okay, so the nomad,
The hostile skeleton. Who's the hostile skeleton aiming at?
the hostile skeleton, fired a shot at Hermes last round. So it is not currently aiming at anyone except for with its taunts. Hey, fuck you! Hey, piece of shit! I don't come to where you work and tell you to slam bodies. Fuck!
Sounds like you got a bone to pick.
I don't need your fucking puns.
That was enough. I'm just gonna come over here. I am gonna go with a high angle DDT, which is different from a regular DDT. Grab him by the head,
Googling.
lift his legs up in the air, and drop him clean on it.
Oh, so the head is the thing that's hitting the ground the hardest,
Yeah.
like top of the head.
Yeah, I'm putting all my weight on the head, on the side as I'm falling.
Okay, so did you run through the fiery skeleton?
Well, there's 1, 2, 3. I could have went around.
Okay, all right.
I have some wiggle room there.
Minor details.
Okay, yeah, I guess go ahead and make your melee attack.
Well,
Total of 10.
sometimes
That's a
you
hit.
roll a 3, and with your extras you get 10.
Hits a hit. That hits a hit for 16 damage.
Yep.
So as you land to the ground and the skeleton's head hits, you hear the sound of all of the curse words that skeleton knows that knew escaping. It's like fuck, shit, ass, shit, fuck, fuck. It's mostly fuck. He had one word. He loved the versatility of it, but that is because the head is splitting open because the hostile skeleton is no more. You have killed it, and its last words are a cacophony of fucks.
Okay.
Out of its curse-riddled head dropped a loot pile.
So that's where the loot's coming from. That makes sense.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it's stored in the head, in the
Yeah.
brain, where the brain goes.
Yeah, that's why you can't
get
see
it.
it.
Yeah.
Remove the head or damage the brain.
I think the brain was already damaged. It was damaged before I got here. I'm not taking the rat for that.
Fuck you! You hear
And that's
from-
it. Fuck you. That's my move. That's all I have.
So back up to Penumbra.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my Yeehaw, which is my shotgun, and I would just like to shoot him in the head.
And by him you mean Mr. Bony Pants?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Just making sure. Total of 15 for 2 hits. And 14 damage. So he's kind of frozen in place. He's not moving. He's trying to move his jaw to curse you. But the only thing that you hear is and then he just crumples into like frozen little ice cube bits. You have killed Mr. Bony Pants Guy.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I keep an eye on the frozen bits just to make sure a bunch of little bony pants don't sprout out of it and start running around everywhere.
Like all the bones just sprout little teeny tiny bony legs.
Yeah, they get like a high pitch, like, damn it, I'm gonna get out of here. It's like skeeter off into the bushes.
The rest of the skeletons flee after seeing what happened in the explosions. So they're all gonna get the fuck out of here, especially the weak-willed skeleton. Weak-willed skeleton was already on his way.
He was gone after the leg drop. He had started moving toward the edge of the map.
There are 4 guns that drop from Mr. Bony Pants Guy. And as you check them out to see who gets what and what your spoils are, the gate to Flamerock Refuge opens slowly as it's drawn upwards, and you see beyond the sort of jewel city of the capital of Flamerock Refuge.
Well, that was a good session, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you guys, as always, get the chance, you can check us out on our socials, @BadAssets on Twitter as well. If you're listening to the podcast version of this, you can catch the video form of the show over on YouTube. So go check that out, and thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good one.
Arrivederci.